view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance Bridge in Oklahoma City. That's our setting tonight. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. In this era of player empowerment, it's often the stars' prerogative to change teams. And so often, they choose the destination markets. For the small market teams, that leaves one option. Draft your superstar and build around him quickly. Because, guys, that clock is ticking faster than ever.
It always does. Thank you, D.A. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
He's pulled in a lot of votes, nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. A look at Cleveland's starting group. Sean Kemp is out there with Wallace. Then there's Augustus. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Marbury in the guard position. And for the Thunder, they've got Payton. Also Cassell out there. And it's Cycli in at the 5, roaming the paint. And these teams both among the league's better defenses. Brent, with advanced stats and tracking, is it getting easier to measure and quantify what goes into great defense?
The simple answer, Kevin, is no. We're still having an immense amount of problem trying to statistically measure what is happening defensively. But we know how you can impact offenses with the way you play defense. The measuring metrics on individuals still, we're probably 3 or 4 years away from understanding that the way we could.
Pass to Marbury. Outside Kemp. Passes it to Marbury. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. A shot by McGrady, no good. Here's McDaniel. Wallace covering. McDaniel, the pass to Cycli. Here's Cassell. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Marbury. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Pass to Cassell. And here is Thomas. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Down low, here's Kemp. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Cassell. 23 points his last outing. Payton's shot is off.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
They swipe it. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Cycling. The shot's good. Cassell making the play.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Poked away and stolen by Payton. Cavaliers with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
Yeah, I'm not sure if their last game was a basketball game or a wrestling match, the way they went about it. Just so physical and dominated there.
McDaniel, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's McGrady. McDaniel grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 3. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Cassell. Now Cleveland moving it up. Marbury passes to Kemp. Thomas with the block. And he's able to get it back. Wallace against Thomas. And here is Payton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
Thomas against Kemp. Thomas passes to Shikely. That's tipped and stolen by Ilgauskas. And McGrady with a clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
To the paint. Here's Shikely. Hits the jump hook.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Wallace outside. Ilgauskas trying to get open. Wallace misses.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
It's stolen by McGrady. There's the pass to Marbury. Misses the 3. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's McDaniel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady.
Payton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
And the first one at the line is good. And this is the time of year when teams can start to lose, Brent, their focus just a little bit. How tough you think it is to stay motivated at this stage of the long season?
Well, depending on where you are in the standings, that motivation should kick in about the competitiveness to play in the postseason. But this is a reflection of the character of your team. And I think a lot of front offices and coaching staffs are really tuned into how are guys approaching this part of the year. Are they still attacking? Are they still relying on what we've taught in the training camp and our fundamentals? If they start losing sight of that, the last half of your season could be tough.
Now, here is Ilgauskas. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Payton against Ilgauskas. Here's Shikely, and Marbury pulls it down. The Cavaliers leading by 6. In the corner, Wallace with it. And he's good on the 3-ball. Wallace has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Cavs.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Payton. Passes it to Cassell. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Driving the lane. Marbury passes to McGrady. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Cavaliers 5th.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Thunder trailing by 9. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Daniels with it. 9 points last game. Knocked loose. Here's Pat. He's covered by Daniels. And the stuff by West.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And so here is Oklahoma City. The Cavaliers making the shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
And maybe a signal as well of how aggressive their defense has been tonight is to look at how many points they have directly off of a turnover. Good activity there.
That free throw good from Daniels. The dynamic right between players and officials is always interesting, with some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
And Muhammad sends it back. Pass to Askins. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Here's Pat. He's covered by Daniels. From beyond the arc. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 7. Rebound by Wallace. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Pack. The shot's good on the assist by West. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
West against D'Lo. He takes it in. Can't cash in from close range. Cleveland leading by 9. Left side, West. Ripped away. It's stolen by Smith. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
The pass to Askins. Oklahoma City moving it around. Back to Daniels. From past the arc. Sinks the triple. Daniels has got 5 now.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Pass to LaFrance. And he goes in for the dunk.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Now here's West. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All the talent in the world. Smith just needs to stay aggressive for 4 quarters to be considered among the league's elite power forwards.
It's his first trip to the line.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Royals checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Passes to Askins. Here's Elo. Fires the 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's West. No good that time. Thunder trailing by 12. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Daniels, no good.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
West passes to Pack. Smith trying to break loose, and it's Pack missing. Oklahoma City's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. 58 seconds left to play in the first. Here is Daniels. He's covered by Roy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. From deep three-point range, Daniels, no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
West outside. It's rebounded by Austin. West has gone 1 of 4 so far. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here is Daniels, fended by West. To the inside. Here's Austin. And it's in. Oh, he nails the buzzer beater.
1 eye on the rim, 1 eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Royal is out there with Smith. Then there's West, and it's Pack, and it's LaFrance in at the 5 down low.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Royal. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Daniels with it. West picks him up. Now Daniels. Pass to Askins. The three. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Kemp's checked in for Cleveland. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Pack, covered by Payton. Oh, that's blocked. Drives to the hoop. A rebound by Kemp. Kemp's got 5 rebounds tonight. Royal the pass to Pack, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Gary Payton. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player, but, man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And then how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
For the Cavaliers, Ilgauskas is checked in for Smith, and Tracy McGrady subbed in for West. That one misses. Thunder trailing by 10. Here's McDaniel. He had 16 points in the win against the Clippers.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
For Oklahoma City, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And so Cassell nails both of them. Here's Marbury. 17 points for him last game against Utah.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Cassell, the pass to Shikely. Chalk up 2 there. Shikely's got 6.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
Here's Marbury. Ilgauskas, good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Payton passes to Thomas. Here's McDaniel. Now the pass to Cassell. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
McGrady outside. For 3. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Coming into last season, the Thunder had posted a winning record every year for more than a decade. But when they decided to rebuild, they went all in and promoted their G League coach, Mark Dagnall, to head coach. He said adversity tests the connection of the team, tests everything, and shows you who you are. Guys?
Good way to start. Thanks, D.A. Marbury passes to Royal. Can't hit that one. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. To the middle. Here's Shikely. Powered down with both hands.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it. Now, they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Outside Thomas, right wing. Bobbed up there for Thomas. And then Thomas with the dunk.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And it's Marbury missing. Thunder trailing by 5. Down low. Out to Payton. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And the basket by Thomas.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Here's Marbury. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. It's taken away by Payton. Over Ilgauskas. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Gerald Wallace, he's checked in for Cleveland. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Here's Cassell. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Wallace outside. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Pass to McDaniel. Payton looking it over. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got 4 rebounds in this game. McGrady outside. That shot, no good. And the Thunder going the other way now. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
Payton outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here he goes. And the dunk by Payton.
And how about the quickness on display there for Payton, especially when he's slicing to the basket.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
For Cleveland, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. And there's the feed to Kemp. Passes it to Marbury. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Cassell kicks to Payton. Pass to Cassell. Throws it up high.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Wallace outside. Up top, Kemp. Here's the three. The Thunder pull it in. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And the Thunder making a change here. Elo's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Smith checked in for Zydrunas Ilgauskas. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Wallace against Elo, and it's Wallace penetrating. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6. And for the Thunder, they're shooting about 42% so far. Cassell against McGrady. And he drives in. No good from Payton.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Marbury. Count that one. And it's a 3-point Cleveland lead.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's Payton. Lays it up off the glass. Payton's got 6 points in the quarter. And so it's Cleveland with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Here's Marbury, covered by Payton. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Smith. Off the left rim and out. Now we've got a close game here in Oklahoma City. Cassell the pass to Payton. Payton can't get that one to fall. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. The pass to McGrady. Over Payton. The shot by McGrady, no good.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Got that one up quick. McDaniel's got the lead up to 1 now for the Thunder.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Here's Marbury. Rebound, Payton. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Cassell. And the rejection by Smith. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. McGrady's running. There's 1:54 left to play here in the half. Kemp kicks to Wallace. Cleveland moving it around. McGrady outside. Kemp. Great positioning on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Kemp with the steal. 1:21 left in the first half. Here's Marbury, covered by Payton. Marbury passes to Kemp. Over Payton. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Passes it to Shikely. Now Payton. Pass to Elo. Back to Payton. And the pass to Shockley. 36 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Marbury. 8 points for him. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Payton outside. Five on the clock. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cavaliers on top, up by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Cleveland came ready to play. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense and great offense. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was in double digits. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. Kenny, what's your take on Cleveland so far?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, they've been out of control. Too many turnovers. Clearly, they don't value their possessions. They need to refocus. Don't worry about making the highlight reel. Make the effective play.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Thunder trailing by 5. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got a Tom Thomas. Cassell is out there with Gary Payton, and it's Cycli in at the center position. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's Payton. Kemp with the rebound. Kemp's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's Marbury. Looking for Wallace. He gets it there. 6 to shoot. Kemp passes to Marbury. The 3. It's hauled in by Thomas. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's McDaniel. Inside. Here's Cycli. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. The Cavaliers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Wallace outside. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Cassell, the pass to Cycli. Bucket is good. Cycli's got 14.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
McGrady outside. Pass to Kemp. Wallace outside. Here's Ilgauskas. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And stolen by Ilgauskas. Here's Marbury, covered by Payton. Pass to McGrady. Ball's knocked loose. Here's McDaniel. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Gazelle, the pass to Thomas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady. The Thunder have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And he can't get the first one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Muhammad, he's checked in for the Thunder. Daniels comes in for Kasai. Floats one up, and it's laid in by Wallace. He's got 12.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Austin, he's checked in for Thomas. Thunder trailing by 5. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And they double up Payton. Kemp with the steal. To the middle. Here's Wallace. The shot's good on the assist by West. 14 points for Wallace.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Payton, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Payton's got 10 points.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Fades back. Again, the Cavaliers score.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
Payton outside. Here is Daniels, fended by West. It's deflected. Here's Pack. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And it's Ilgauskas missing. Thunder trailing by 7. Here's McDaniel. Kicks to Daniels. Now here's Austin. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. 2 points. That one goes.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Pack passes to Wallace. Kemp with it. Pass to Ilgauskas. Shoots over Muhammad. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Daniels. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
I also love the fact that they've played with speed tonight. They haven't sputtered one bit, constantly getting out on the break and creating opportunities in transition.
Royal, he's checked in for Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Here's West. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Antonio Daniels.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Cavaliers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so Payton will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 5. Into the lane, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Pack passes to Kemp, and then Kemp slams it in.
Yeah, once he gets to the rim, it's lights out. Kemp, just too much power and explosiveness.
Here's Peyton. Dishes it to Muhammad. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Wallace has got 6 rebounds in the game. The pass to Pack. Left side West. 13 feet away. He can't hit that time. And the Thunder going the other way now. Askins passes to Peyton. Down low. Here's Austin. And the dunk by Austin.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Pass to Royal. Back to West. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. And they'll get another chance. Here's Pack. Covered by Peyton. Here's Kemp. Over Daniels. No good off the back of the rim. Thunder trailing by 5. Peyton outside. Dishes it to Daniels. He kicks to Austin. Peyton outside. And they double up Peyton. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Wallace the pass to Pack. Oh, West in position.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's Daniels. He has 7. Back to Peyton. Muhammad inside. He's covered by Roy. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Muhammad.
You have to love the approach Peyton takes to the game. And an exceptional passer who does a great job with distributing the basketball.
West outside. They get a hand on it. It's taken away by Peyton. To the paint, and now here comes Daniels. Leading the break. A second chance effort. Austin no luck.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Royal. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Smith comes in for Roy, and Tracy McGrady subbed in for Pack. Elo outside. Passes it to Askins. Pass to Elo. Clock at 6. Over Kemp. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Wallace has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. With the drive. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Kemp against Elo. Daniels with it. 7 points in the game. To the inside. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to 7 points thanks to the hoop from Thomas.
Now, good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
McGrady outside. Here's Kemp. The Thunder pull it in. Here's Askins. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Driving inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. First free throw is good. And the Thunder making a change here. Cassell's checked in. Both free throws good from Daniels. 1:46 left in the third quarter. McGrady passes to Marbury. Feeds it to Kemp. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's West. There's the drive and the stuff by West.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, we settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Here's Cassell. And Marbury pulls it down. The Cavaliers leading by 7. Kicks it to West. 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. He shoots again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The first one falls. Ilgauskas is checked in for Sean Kemp. And both free throws good for West. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Cassell. The pass to Shikely. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Pass to Shikely. 20 seconds left to play here in the third. Poked loose and taken away by Wallace. Now Cleveland moving it up. The dish to Ilgauskas. Here's Marbury. Wallace. Good. Wallace has got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And so it's Cleveland. 13 points up at the end. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Kemp is out there with Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Then it's Wallace. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Marbury in at the 1 spot. McGrady outside. Pass to Marbury. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Elo the pass to Cassell. Here's McDaniel. Wallace covering. Here's Cycling. Kemp with the rebound. Kemp's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Elo against McGrady. To the middle. Here's Cassell. And he banks in the layup.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Pass to Marbury. Ilgauskas trying to get open. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Outside Thomas. Here's Cassell. Back to Thomas. And there's the pass to McDaniel. Here's Elo. On target from 13 feet.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Here's Marbury. Kemp passes to Wallace. Pass to Ilgauskas. Here's Marbury. He's covered by Cassell. And it's Marbury missing. Thunder trailing by 15. McDaniel, the pass to Cassell. Here's McDaniel. Cassell gets the bucket.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Inside. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Cycling. Marbury passes to Wallace. McDaniel grabs the miss. McDaniel's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Elo. That falls. Great assist by Sam Cassell. Cassell's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow. Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
6 to shoot. Takes it inside. Marbury, good. Marbury's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Passes to Cassell. Down low, Thomas. And then Thomas with the jam.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Here's Marbury. Here's the floater. And the layup is good.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Pass to McDaniel. Here's Cassell. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Wallace outside. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
I'd say you have to body him up, but who has the body to keep Kemp from getting where he wants to go?
It's taken away by Wallace. He feeds it to Kemp, and it's Kemp with the jam. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 16 rebounds.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And slam dunk by Kemp.
Oh, beautiful setup there. One thing you can say about Kemp, no pass is too high for him to go get.
Kemp with the steal. Here's McGrady. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Cassell against Kemp. Cassell kicks to Elo. To halt the run. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Marbury. That one good for 2. Marbury's got 10 points in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Lobbed up there for Thomas. And Thomas with the stuff.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And it's Kemp slamming it down.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Cassell against Wallace. Here's Cassell. Cavaliers with the rebound. Kemp's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's McDaniel. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Kemp passes to McGrady. Over Elo. And it's McGrady that time on the assist by Kemp. McGrady's got 12 points in just the second half.
And McGrady, as accomplished a mid-range shooter as we have in the game, keeps that high release point on the jump shot.
Cycling, no good.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Here's Marbury. He's covered by Cassell. And the basket is good.
Timeout.
Marbury's got 12 now in this quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Here's Marbury. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the end. Here's Cassell. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's Marbury. Timeout called the Cavaliers. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. During that last break, I listened in to J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Thank you, David. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Thunder trailing by 15. Payton outside. Count that one.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Marbury, covered by Payton. To the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. 1:27 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Cassell. There's the pass to Shikely. Over Ilgauskas. Kept alive. And the basket by Thomas.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Here's Marbury. It doesn't go for him. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Cleveland.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Payton's shot is off. Cleveland with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Marbury. Shikely pulls it in. Here's Cassell. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.